asylum seekers, dreamers, refugees. Yeah, 2,700 of them just got cuffed for gang activity, terrorism, and murder. Turns out Biden's compassion was a front for mass infiltration. Tren de Aragua, MS-13, Sinaloa, not just coming in, they were invited. They were given a red carpet. They were given hotels, food, phones. Thanks to open borders and sanctuary cities, our neighborhoods have become war zones. But not anymore. Trump's back. The leash is off ice, and the border war is officially on. This is the largest gang takedown in U.S. history, and it's just the warm-up. Angel families are getting justice. Cartels are getting crushed. And Biden's blood-soaked immigration policies are being ripped out by the roots. So go ahead, CNN. Call them migrants. America knows exactly what they are. Invaders. And the roundup has begun. Now, while violent gangs invaded our communities through Biden's open border, American families struggled to maintain their health and vitality under this constant stress. The same neglect that has led 2,700 TDA members to walk into our country also aged us prematurely through chaos and fear. But you can fight back against time itself. Ageless multi-collagen helps restore what stress depletes: firmness, hydration, and strength. With 5 types of collagen from 4 premium sources, it rebuilds your body's resilience. No GMOs, no hormones, just pure support for skin, joints, and hair. Every order helps feed hungry children through nokidhungry.org. Visit healthwithgary.com for 51% off your order. That is healthwithgary.com. Now, this is what victory looks like. Attorney General Pam Bondi just dropped numbers that should terrify every criminal alien in America. Watch as she announces the massive gang roundup that's sending shockwaves through the criminal underworld. Check it out.
Today marks 2,711 arrests on these terrorists and these gangs. Total arrest today with HSI investigations. And thank you, Stephen Miller. Thank you to Homeland Security. Thank you to everyone working hand in hand with the FBI on all of these transnational gangs. TDA has been a huge terror to our country, as well as MS-13, as well as Sinaloa cartels. No longer.
2,711 Tren de Aragua gang members arrested. MS-13 is on the run. Sinaloa cartel operations are smashed. No longer, she declares. Think about that number. 2,700 confirmed terrorists and gang members were walking American streets because Biden invited them in and gave them the red carpet. These aren't shoplifters or traffic violators or jaywalkers. Tren de Aragua makes MS-13 look like choir boys. They specialize in human trafficking, child exploitation, i.e. child rape, brutal murders. And Biden's administration literally opened the door and gave them the red carpet. But Pam Bondi is just getting started. Watch her explain exactly who's being prioritized for removal and why one activist judge cannot stop it anymore. Check it out.
If you have an undocumented baby, would that baby then be an enforcement priority?
The violent criminals in our country are the priority now. Let me put it in perspective. Today marked the 2,711th arrest in our country of TDA members, just TDA. Everyone in this room agrees they are one of the most violent criminal organizations in the world. And the Biden administration let them walk into our country for the last 4 years. 2,711 of them today have been arrested in our country. That is the priority of Donald Trump. That is the priority of this country, of Homeland Security, of all of our lawyers, of FBI. That's the priority. That will be discussed in October when the Supreme Court hopefully rules in our favor, and we're very confident of that. But you should all feel safer now that President Trump can deport all of these gangs, and not one district court judge can think they're an emperor over this administration and his executive powers and why the people of the United States elected him.
I'm just going to say some of our most brilliant politicians in this administration are from Florida. Pam Bondi she's from Tampa, Florida. We love Pam Bondi. She's a total smoke show. You know, listen, the days of judicial protection and for violent criminals has just ended. You notice how she shuts down the liberal reporter trying to shift the focus to undocumented babies. Remember how we discussed this earlier. Undocumented babies. Whatever happens, that's the parents' fault. That's the parents' responsibility, not Trump. For us, the violent criminals are the priority, period. Not one district judge thinking they're an emperor or can override executive authority, not anymore. These gang members terrorized our communities for 4 years while judges were protecting them. That protection racket is over, and that's what it is. It's a racket. Now listen to Border Patrol President Paul Perez explain why Trump's big, beautiful border bill is essential to finishing the job. His message to Congress is crystal clear.
President Trump made promises that he's kept. Now it's time for Congress to back him up. We need to end the chaotic and recklessness that Biden allowed into this country. The millions of people that are out there, we're going to get with this big, beautiful bill. We've got the funding, we've got the technology, we need everything in that bill to get it done so that no more families are victimized. And those that have victimized families, we can go get them out with ICE. Our officers and agents are not afraid. We're ready to take this fight to them, and we've been so because of President Trump's leadership. Thank you, sir.
I couldn't help but notice his ethnicity. He appears to be Hispanic. As it turns out, border security has no race, gender, station, or creed. No more families are victimized. That's what this is about, protecting Americans from Biden's invited invasion. Now, Perez confirms what we all know. Border security agents are ready to fight. They've been waiting for the green light. For years, they've been handcuffed, forced to process these invaders instead of stopping them. Now they have a president who will back them up, funding coming their way, backup, legal authority to actually do their jobs. Big, beautiful bill isn't just for funding. It's vindication for every agent that Biden betrayed. And believe me, there is a lot. President Trump lays out exactly what this historic legislation will accomplish. These aren't campaign promises anymore. This is now happening. I'm completely flummoxed. This is amazing. Check it out. Check it out.
This bill will also be the single most important piece of border legislation ever to cross the floor of Congress. We will hire 3,000 new Border Patrol officers and 10,000 new ICE agents. And these people are great. I tell you what, I got to know a lot of them. And we have tremendous representation. They've been for me from day one. In fact, I shouldn't say this, but they endorsed me when I first ran, almost at the beginning, and they weren't sure if they were allowed to endorse me, and they said, we don't care, we're endorsing you, but they were great, and they've been my friends ever since. But think of that. So we're going to hire 3,000 new Border Patrol officers, 10,000 new ICE agents. And, you know, these ICE guys, they go into war zones, and they're tough, and they love our country. And if you're not going to be tough, you're not going to do well. But they are tough, and they'll break into a pack, and they call them a pack. Some of these packs come out of the jails of Venezuela. They come from places that you don't want to know about. They're gang members that have been all sent in here through Biden's open door stupid policy. The dumbest policy, I think, well, we have a lot of dumb policies, but the worst, I think, is open borders where anybody comes into our country totally unvetted, totally unchecked.
10,000 new ICE agents. Incredible. 3,000 Border Patrol officers. The wall completed. 1 million deportations per year. Game over for the invaders. Trump knows these ICE warriors personally. They endorsed him from day one because they recognize a leader who'd let them protect America. And to be honest, these are dangerous places that these people are going. Trump is now allowing them to protect themselves. These agents go into war zones, break up rape gangs, rescue trafficked children. They are heroes. But to Democrats, they're the enemy. The Democrats want to turn them into a welcoming brigade. Which brings us to the most disgusting attack on law enforcement that you'll ever see. But the real heartbreak comes from angel families who lost loved ones to illegal alien violence. Watch President Trump honor their sacrifice and swear justice to them. Take a look.
And here today is Angel Dad Joe Abraham, the Angel Moms and Angel Dads. These are incredible people. They lost their precious 20-year-old daughter, Katie, in a hit and run after she was struck by an illegal alien from Guatemala. Katie was stopped at a traffic light, rear-ended, full force, going 60, 70 miles an hour right into the back of her car while she stopped. And she died immediately. And her killer, I think you could really say the killer, fled the scene. And Joe, we will end this invasion once and for all, and we're always going to remember the memory of Katie, that beautiful, beautiful 20-year-old daughter of yours. Where's Joe? Is he around here? Joe? Come here, Joe. Come here. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Thank you, Joe, very much. Also with us is Sarah Stewart from Kerrville, Texas, who lost her brother to the fentanyl epidemic that has inundated her small town. Our bill provides billions and billions of dollars to stop fentanyl and other illicit narcotics.
Katie Abraham, dead at 20, killed by an illegal alien going 70 miles an hour. Her killer fled the scene. Now, this is Joe Biden's legacy. I was in an accident a couple years ago. An illegal alien totaled my car and nearly killed me. By the grace of God, I'm still here and able to speak to you today. But it was so close I could taste it. Joe Abraham's daughter was stopped at a traffic light when an illegal alien from Guatemala slammed into her at full speed. She was dead on impact. The killer ran. Sarah Stewart's brother overdosed on fentanyl that poured across Biden's open border. These aren't statistics. These are real Americans sacrificed on the altar of leftist policies. Their blood is on Biden's hands, and every single one of these leftist, communist, activist judges who protected criminal aliens, who literally ushered them out the back door, right out of court. Tom Homan has a message for the Republicans in Congress still dragging their feet on the big, beautiful bill. Watch Trump administration's border czar lay down the law. This man is a total goat.
Well, look, we got a lot of work to do. You're exactly right. Which, again, I want you to jump right. We need the big, beautiful bill. We need the funding for more agents. We need the funding for more beds. We need the funding for more transportation. We need the funding for more targeting. So it's imperative, especially right now. So for those on the Hill, I don't care. Removing national security threats, removing public safety threats in this country should be a nonpartisan issue. So get it done. We need the funds to get this done. Well, the good thing is President Trump, we got President Trump in the Oval Office. I can tell you, right after the election, we didn't wait till January. We didn't wait for the inauguration. Right after the election, I got together with a lot of smart folks to say, okay, we got a big problem we're going to deal with right after the inauguration on 2 million plus gotaways and all these special interest aliens that were released in the United States. So we started planning for this months ago. So day one of the administration, we're hitting the ground. That's why President Trump from day one said, we're going to concentrate on national security threats and public safety threats. And that's what we're doing. After the Iran issue this weekend, we just stepped on the gas, adding a lot more resources to it and really hammering it. So we're on it. We're going to do the best we can as fast as we can.
Every day that Congress delays is another day that criminal aliens roam free. Another day that angel families wait for justice. Another day cartels profit from human misery. The planning started right after the election. The operations are underway. Now Congress needs to do this. They need to do their job and get this thing done. But while heroes like Holman protect America, listen to how Democrats talk about ICE agents who risk their lives to remove killers and rapists from our communities.
ICE agents without visible IDs, without any official markings on them, with masks, they're acting more like vigilantes than of agents of our government. How can we even trust that these are government officials? It's nothing more than kidnapping.
No, you are the vigilantes. No, you are the one defying the law. You're not even vigilantes. You're just the villain. Vigilante implies that you have some sort of like view about justice in some way, like that you're trying to exact some sort of justice. This isn't justice. This is nihilism. This is why ICE agents face 500% more assaults because of rhetoric like this. She's not only harming the children who cross the border and get sold into slavery, she's harming our American citizens, our ICE agents, who they all have families too. Rhetoric like this puts those people in danger and risks separating children from their families, right? You're all against that, right? Not really. We see through you now. Representative Becca Balint just called American heroes kidnappers for arresting child traffickers and murderers. This is the weird gaslighting that the left loves to do. This is Darvo. Deny, attack, reverse the victim and offender. Darvo. It's something that people in narcissistic relationships do in order to victimize the person who they're with. And this is Darvo on a massive scale. Calling these people kidnappers is just absolutely reprehensible. She questions if they're even government officials because they wear masks. Masks they need because Democrats are out here doxing them and threatening their lives and their families. They can't win for losing. This isn't just wrong, it's pure evil. When politicians demonize law enforcement like this, officers die. That's blood on Democrats' hands. Now, if you got any value from this report, please tap subscribe. My final thought is coming up post haste. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. Biden let monsters into this country. For 4 years, the border was wide open to rapists, killers, and drug mules. And then the Democrats handed them free phones, plane tickets, hotel rooms, sanctuary cities. ICE agents who risked their lives are called vigilantes. Angel families were labeled racists. Meanwhile, Americans were getting stabbed, trafficked, buried, drugged, raped. The madness ends now. Trump's big, beautiful border bill isn't just a policy, it's righteous indignation. Thousands of new ICE agents, millions of deportations, a completed wall with a locked door. And remember what Trump said? He said, we got a big, beautiful door for you. You come in the right way, you may enter. Just like every other country in the world. Every gang member cuffed is a knife taken out of our communities. Every deportation is a promise made and kept. You want justice for angel families? Well, you're looking at it. And to every Democrat still whining about asylum seekers, maybe ask Katie Abraham's father how his daughter's asylum worked out. Here's the real question. Should illegal alien gang members face the death penalty before deportation? Yes or no? Drop your verdict as if you were one of these activist judges. Drop your verdict into the comment section. Let us know what you think. Personally, I say other side of the wall for you. But maybe they should face some real justice first. And if you're done playing playing defense, gear up at the merch shop, please. Shop.nextnewsnetwork.com. We're always putting new stuff on. We got new gear coming out. It's going to be great.